Good morning, ladies and gents. So today I was thinking to do a so-called Pitta Dosha Yoga and I called it Storm Yoga because literally I've got Storm in the house and this is my little boy's name, so bear with us. It will be maybe a short class today. We'll see how it goes. As a friend of mine said earlier today, Tsuki, she said this is he's helping you with your postures, he's adjusting you. So let's see if that's the case. Okay. Other than that, it will be a Pitta flow because now the Pitta is rising, the heat is rising. So if you have that element in your body, you will feel it, whether in your digestive system, you might have a bit of acid, heartburn and so, or in your mind you may become a bit more irritable, a bit more hot and bothered, shall we say. So today we're going to do some twists in the postures. If you have any injuries and you think this is not good for you, I'd like to, don't force yourself, leave it. Which is also a very typical Pitta state, to be competitive, and they have to do it and it's got to be right. And also for those of you who are Pitta particularly, left and right is really important to be correct. Okay, in my case it's quite complicated because I'm left-handed anyway, but also because I'm filming mirror, so when I say left it will be my right, or if I say right it will be my left. Here we go. So bear with us and hopefully this practice will go through not so bad, smoothly. Let's start with cooling down. Sitting in a comfortable position, and if you wear white, this is good to cool down Pitta. If you wear silver, anything like that is good. Jasmine, smell of jasmine is also good. Rose is to cool down in the hot days. So come on, have some blocks around you, and in my case this is not going to happen, so let's just we'll do 3 Oms and a the Loka Samastu Bhavantu mantra. Inhale deeply for 3 Oms. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurbhyo Namaha. Hari Om. So we're just sitting comfortably, whether it's kneeling or cross-legged, and just for a few breaths, 3 to 5, let's ground. So put your hands like so, like little cones, like spider hands. Press into the ground and lengthen through the spine, shoulders go down, feel your sitting bones. And take a few inhales and exhales. Softening the face and the tongue in your mouth, and throughout the practice just become aware of your thoughts and how you feel, your sensations. And really, if you're Pitta type, I suggest you adopt this silent witness attitude throughout the practice. And I guess the noises that you can hear from time to time will be a bit of a challenge for you and for me as well. So let's see how we go through this together. Inhale, exhale. We're going to come on to fours. And so we come on four just to start with just opening into the flow. Feeling the spine. Dynamic cat-cow. So 3 to 5 rounds in. After you've done 3 to 5 rounds dynamic cat-cow and you connected with your breath, we're going to come into opening puppy. So keep your hips above the knees and just walk your hands further to allow the upper body lower. To 5 rounds of breath here. On inhalation, lengthening through your tailbone, and the exhalation is pressing palms into the floor and the top of the feet also on the floor. One more. And come back. On the next inhale, exhale, we're going to do a twist here, Storm. The twist is when you put your right hand, keeping the hips above the knees. And opening. Maybe eventually able to look up to the ceiling, palms facing down. Again, 3 to 5 rounds here. Lengthening on inhale through your tailbone. Exhaling by pressing palms into the ground. Okay. Inhale, come back to center, and let's go for the other side. Storm is very social baby, so he's aware that I'm talking to you and he's trying to steal the attention. Okay. Let's do the other side. So, Storm position. Twist here. Press the feet into the ground, palms also. Extend through the tailbone. Feel the whole of the body is active and you gently, by lengthening, start the twist, and you'll be able to look up. And after 3 rounds of breath here, back to center. Tuck the toes under, and we're going to lift in down dog. 3 rounds of breath, down dog. You can move one at a time, lifting the heels up, lower down. After 3 rounds, we move the right foot forward, which, as I said, if you're checking in now, this is the mirror image. So this is my right foot. On your screens looks like left. And come into pyramid, hop the other one forward, hip width apart, pointing the same direction, coming onto your fingertips, move the shoulder blades away and start cascading over. Bending slightly the front knee, inhale, come onto your fingertips. Exhale, cascading over by pressing into the floor with your feet. So you're stable. Again, inhale, come off, gently lift. Exhale, lower. And your final, you can stay here for an inhale, exhale. Also, if you wish, you can interlace your fingers and roll over for a deeper experience. Exhale into the down dog. And then inhale, exhale the other side. Okay. Left foot comes forward, hop the back, point the same direction, come onto your fingertips. Or if you have blocks, obviously use your blocks there. Come up, move the shoulder blades away and exhale. Surrender. Inhale, come up, and exhale, surrender. Inhale, and exhale. Now if you want to interlace the fingers and open a bit deeper, with inhale and exhale. Final expression, and we go back into down dog. Take a deep inhale, exhale here. And we're going to move to plank. Deep inhale, exhale, plank. And then lower, knees, chest, chin into the floor. Then we're ready for Cobra. Now we're going to do any variation which works for you. If you just want to use the front for 3 rounds of breath, that's fine. Always soften and relax. And then if you want to use both front and back of the body, that's also fine. And the other variation is lift, hands forward if your back is okay, or hands interlaced. And wiggle, soften and relax. What's happened? Jack. So sorry. I'm so sorry. We're a little break here. Okay, какво стана? Ето, мамо. Ето го заебай. was a storm moment, okay? Literally storm. Okay, so after we've done opening into Cobra, we rest in Baby Balasana. Big toes touching and soften and relax on the floor. Okay, there we go. On the next inhale, exhale, after you relaxed on the floor, we're coming up for sun salutation. Sun salutation, classical. Working mom in action, okay. Stormy. Wiesz, mamo? Chodź. Ja wiesz, jak mam to. Tylko na brak. No, proszę. Za mało. Right. Well, if you don't mind, I will go through verbally until he calms down. So on inhale, arms raise, and exhale, forward bend. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, the right foot goes back. Then inhale into your lunge, exhale, down dog. Inhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra, back into down dog, exhale. Inhale, right foot comes forward, exhale, the other one parallel. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale for the left. Look forward, exhale the left. Inhale into plank, knees, chest, chin, exhale. Wait for the inhalation, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhalation moves you to the lunge with the left. Exhale moves the other one parallel, hip width apart. Inhale, come up. Let's do one more. Inhale. Left side. Then we all meet in Tadasana, just to cool down a little bit, keeping the shoulders down and observing the breath moving in and out. Parallel feet. Palms can be in front of you in the sternum. That's where also the seat of Pitta is, or beside you. Rooting into your feet, and when you're ready for the next inhale, exhale, we're going to go to a chair. So chair, initially have your feet parallel, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Keep lengthening through the crown, shoulder blades down. Press energy more into the feet. Flex and sit in your hips. 3 rounds of breath here. And inhalation lifts, exhalation back in Tadasana. Again, the next inhale, exhale, we're going to move like so, the feet cross over, little twist, and then forward bend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come onto your fingertips, look forward, move the shoulders away. Exhale. Take a deep inhale, exhale. Surrender in this forward bend. And when you're ready, come up, inhale, gently, gently, gently. Parallel feet, exhale. The other side, so we move the other foot on, like so. Inhale, exhale, forward. Come onto your fingertips. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, move the shoulder blades away and surrender. Stay for inhale, exhale here. And when you're ready, inhale, come up. Exhale, back into parallel feet, hip width apart. Take a deep inhale, exhale here. Now, we're going to do Utkatasana. Feet together but in a twist, okay? So inhale, come into sitting, into chair, and exhale, rooting into the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, going for the twist, so the elbow on the outside, press palms, fingers pointing forward, and lengthen through the crown, pressing more into the palms. Then gradually you'll be able to look over towards the ceiling. 3 rounds of breath here. Some of you may want to open and make a deeper twist. After 3 rounds, exhalation, bring us back to forward bend. Jackie. And the inhalation, back into your heart. Ready for the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, outside, elbow, knee. Good. Then press the palms, extend energy, feel the spine is long, and start your twist with the exhale. 3 rounds, look down, exhale, forward bend. And then inhalation, come up. Into your heart. So have a moment to root and ground. You can open to have parallel feet again. And on the next inhale, exhale, we're going to go for twist in lunge. Okay, inhale, exhale, forward bend. Into down dog. Take a breath here before we move the right foot forward. Inhale, then root, the back heel is on the floor. And on the next inhale, exhale, move the arm to come on the, so the right arm on the inside of the right foot. Inhale, look up the thumb. Or the big toe on the floor, the front. Whichever is good for you. 2 or 3 rounds of breath here. And then exhale, back into down dog. Inhale through the flow, if you want to go through the flow. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Back in down dog. And then we move the left foot forward, back heel on the floor, move the left hand on the inside and open here. Gazing up to the thumb. Pressing the back foot strongly into the floor. Or look the big toe. 3 rounds of breath here. If you're gazing up the thumb, check your chin is slightly tucked in, so the back of your neck is long. 3 rounds of breath and exhale, down dog. Again through the flow. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Down dog. Have a breath here. And when you're ready, right foot forward. Now you may want to have a block around near you because we're going for the twist here. So the back heel normally is down. If it's possible, if it's not, you can lift the back heel up. That's fine. And from there, inhale and gaze up the ceiling. So it's the twist. So it's the left hand by the foot. Inhale, left. And we stay here for 3 rounds of breath. Deep inhale, exhale, strong back leg. And when you're ready, exhale, down dog. If that's going through the flow is too much for you, you can stay in down dog for a breath or two. Otherwise, go through the flow. Then ready for the other side. Ready for the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the back heel up. If you want to block, take it and work with the block. So inhale, lift, and look up the thumb. Okay. 3 rounds of breath. Make sure your shoulders are sliding away from the ears. And feel that lengthening in the spine before you go for the twist. I know. Exhale, down dog. Whether you want to go through your vinyasa, that's fine. Then back into down dog. Now you're welcome to have a breather in balasana, big toes touching, bum to the heels. And take a deep inhale and exhale here. Three rounds of breathing in balasana. Feel that you're softening your face and the tongue in your mouth is soft. Feel the breath traveling freely into the whole of the rib cage. Good. Final breath here. And when you're ready, back in, down dog. And then walk or jump to the floor, to the front. Inhale, come up gently so you don't get dizzy. Exhale. By now you might have cultivated heat and sweat a little bit on the chest, on the armpits, temples. For Pitta is very good to have moderate exercise where you have this little bit of sweat, not too, because they normally excessive sweat with them, but that's okay. As long as you don't do too strenuous asanas and exercises, fine. So just a moderate in the morning or in the evening with the smell of jasmine hopefully around you. That is beneficial to cool you down. Okay. The next inhale, exhale, we're going to go for a triangle. So again, have your blocks nearby. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press into the ground and start traveling to reach like forward. Keep reaching forward, but simultaneously press down. Keep reaching. Then feel that you're holding here and maybe reach the shin or a block. It's fine. And from there, keep the feet active. Press into your feet. Gently move the front knee if you need to. Then extend it again before you open to gaze in the thumb. Now the idea is you're not leaning the whole of the upper body on that block. You want to be light. It's like touching there. So the working happens here in your core muscles and also in your feet. Work with your toes, spread them open, press more into the ground, and then gaze to the thumb. After 3 rounds of breath here, exhale through your vinyasa or down dog. If it's possible in your household, do so. And then we're going to move to the other side, triangle. Good. Chakistan. Visibly. So, inhale, lengthening, and then start your journey. Okay. Start your journey. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Keep lengthening, reaching, and maybe the shin. So some of you may be able to go all the way down, touch the ground, or hook the big toe with the index and the middle finger and the thumb. Then you're open to look up, but again, you're feeling light. You're not using that foot or the ground as a support. You're just touching it gently. Good. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. You can gaze the toe, the big toe on the floor, or the thumb up to the ceiling. One more breath here. Good. Exhale into your down dog. Now you can stay for a breath or two in down dog before we move for Parivrita Trikonasana, which is reverse triangle. So you may want to have a block here. Really don't make it too wide. Hop if you need the back foot closer. And then start the twist here. So you can gently begin by maybe coming to your shin, lengthen it with your left hand onto the right shin. Then gently start extending through the crown. Turning is the last thing we want. First we want to extend, establish good base with your feet, and then start. Eventually may open. Stay here for a breath or two as far as you establish your base. Then you'll be able to not be so wobbly. 3 rounds of breath are okay. Exhale. Back into down dog. If you want to go through your vinyasa, whichever it is, even if it's knees, chest, chin, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, down dog. And then moving the left foot forward, hop the back foot not so wide apart, and here we go, the right side. So the right hand is on the floor or on the shin, getting the feet strong first before you start your twist. You can gently bend the front knee and keep pressing the foot more into the ground. And after 3 rounds, exhale, down dog. Inhale, exhale, balasana. Two rounds of breath in balasana, and after that we're gonna go for pigeon. So pigeon, move the knee, the front knee, the right knee towards your right thumb. Any variation here, you can stay upward right, or if you want to go and surrender, surrender all the way down. Use block to support your forehead, also a block or a cushion to keep your hip square so you don't tilt to sit on that hip. It's supporting that underneath the bent leg. Put a cushion to keep you square. Good. And here we go. and surrender. For Pitta, it's very difficult to surrender. They need to have some sort of aim, which, for example, devotion of some sort. Bhakti Yoga is good for Pitta in dosha people. So surrendering is not an easy thing for them to do. They need to have a cause to do so. So imagine you dedicate your practice to somebody. Okay, so when you're ready with that, we're going to do a twist and pigeon. Now, for those of you who think that might be too much, go for a spinal twist, which is fine, because the pigeon twist is a bit challenging, and you may, if you have problems with your lower or any sort of back, it might be a bit weird, and you don't want to have an injury there. So let me demonstrate that first. I'll turn this way. Okay, so hopefully you can see me better. Right, so come up, and then the left hand comes over the left elbow, fist. Maybe this way is better. Okay, so fist, then as elbow comes in front of your knee. If you need to keep the hip supported, that's fine. And then from there, the other palm is open, fingers spread, pressing into this elbow, in this fist, and then extend and go for the twist. So extend first through the crown and start twisting to look up to the ceiling. Better to show it with the other. Right. Better if I show it this way. So we come in twist is when you have, if you need to support your hips here, elbow of the opposite hand is in front of that knee, fist, palm, and then you start your journey to the twist. Working whichever is touching the floor to be rooted in it, grounding for the lengthening to happen. And then the gentle look over to the shoulder, aiming to look up the ceiling. That's fine. Exhale, down dog. If you haven't done the other side of your pigeon, go for it. Let's go for the other side. Good. Mayhem. Okay, when you've done both sides of your pigeon, exhale in down dog. Three rounds of breath in down dog. And then we come to sitting. Navasana. So come find your sitting bones. Inhale. And exhale, find rooting into your sitting bones. Parallel shin to the floor. Shoulders down. Work with opening the sternum and your core muscles. Then inhale, exhale, let go. Active feet, flex. 3 rounds of breath here. You can also try and see if you want a challenge to lift. If not, stay here for 3 rounds. Soften the face and the tongue. Good. Exhale. Just curl the tailbone to the left and back into it again. Gazing the big toe. After 3 rounds, exhale, lift and roll all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Make sure your head is flat on the ground, so any ponytails, anything like that, removed. And massage your lower back. Okay. Then we do a twist here. Knees come to the right, look to the left. Deep inhale, exhale into the rib cage. Inhale back to center and go for the other side. Stop. Inhale back to center, hug your knees. Now for those of you who want to go in shoulder stand, if you know where you're going, go for it. If not, go for bridge. Okay, so bridge. You can interlace the fingers to open. Exhale, lower. Okay. That's all. And again, inhale. Exhale, lower. And after you're done with your bridge or shoulder stand, we move into fish. Okay. Jackie. Fish is where you sit. Jackie. You're sitting on the top of your arms. Press the elbows in and lift the crown to touch the ground. And feel the opening in your sternum, the chest. And the deep inhalations and exhalations. Right. We are almost ready to go for Shavasana. So when you're ready, we're going to go in Shavasana for 5 minutes. Okay. And allow the body to become still on the floor. Just a second. Right. So we're sitting or lying in Shavasana. And take a few deep inhales, exhales. really allowing the body to feel comfortable on the ground. If you feel like it's too bright, the light for you, which is also pitta aggravation, they have too much sensitivity with the light, so there would be necessity to probably put a scarf or something to keep your eyes a bit more shaded or darkened, to allow the nervous system to calm down better and to internalize the experience. Keep your feet apart, palms facing up. The head is central to the body. And take a deep inhale, exhale to soften deeper on the floor. As you soothing the body into stillness, become aware of the sounds around you, the sounds within you, any thoughts, images, and observe them as a silent witness with kindness and love, without judging yourself or anything. Observing the stillness of the body, observing the movement of the breath in and out your nostrils for the next 3 or so minutes. Just keep observing the movement of the breath. Every time you feel carried away with a thought, go back to the breath and try to stay with it. Beautiful. After a few rounds, then become aware of the breath getting deeper. So start deepening your breathing. Start wiggling your toes and your fingers, the head from side to side, and give your body a lovely stretch. And make your way up for our final 3 ohms. And Loka Samastu Bhavantu mantra. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurbhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Good. And hands in front of your heart in prayer. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It was crazy practice and a bit messy. I hope that was okay for you, and I'm sorry for any inconvenience. Let me know how did it work for you. Or... Okay. So, Storm Yoga, end of. Thank you. Bye-bye.